Hello Year 1. In art today we're going to be learning about line and line in our drawing, and we're going to be trying out different types of line so that we can then next week use those lines in our work. So we're going to create a piece of work like this, and in each section of the page we're going to try out different lines. Now on your resource page, on your task page on Firefly, there are some sheets that look a little bit like this. So there's examples of different types of line, and there's examples of someone's piece of work showing different types of line. And this is really handy for you to have a look at so you know how to go about making different lines. So I'm going to put those sheets in front of me to give me ideas as I work. So let's get started, Year 1. So I'm going to take a new clean page in my sketchbook, and the first thing I'm going to do is divide my sketchbook. I'm going to divide it in half, and then I'm going to fold it in half again. So I make 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, and then I'm going to get my pencil and ruler and divide my page into 2 parts. And in this first box, I'm going to have a go at drawing straight lines that go vertically like this, go up like this, and lines that go horizontal like this, and some that go diagonal. And also I'm going to try light lines and dark lines. So I'm going to start by doing a really light line, a really short light line. And then I'm going to use my pencil. I'm going to press a little bit harder each time until I'm making my lines really dark. Can you see the difference, Year 1? And then I'm going to try some light lines that go this way, and they get darker and darker, and some diagonal lines that go at a slant like this, light and dark. And then I'm going to move my hand up the pencil, and I'm going to try using the side of my pencil to make lines. And look at the difference. Try and do it really lightly, and also try and do dark lines as well. So I can now draw lots of different types of straight line, and that will be useful when I'm doing my drawing. In the next box, we're going to have a go at making different circles. So I'm going to do some light circles, some dark circles. So here I go, a light circle, going to get darker and darker. And then I might try circles that join up with each other like this. I might try a big, fast circle. I might try a slow circle, circles inside circles. I might try tiny little circles getting bigger and bigger. Let me have a look at my sheet and see if there are any other ideas I might want to use. I like these circles, circles within circles, so let me try. Do one big circle and some in the middle like this. Okay, some of the lines can be really dark, and some of them can be really light like this, okay? Try out as many different things as you can think of. It doesn't matter, it's for you to try, okay? In the next box, we're going to think about zigzag lines, okay? And I'm going to look at this sheet and this sheet. Now I can see some zigzag designs that I might want to use in my work. Let me have a think. So I'm going to try a light zigzag. I'm going to try zigzags that are getting darker. I'm going to move my hand at the pencil and try zigzags on the side like that. I've got zigzags that go over each other. I'm going to try a pattern of zigzags. I'm going to shade some of those zigzags in like this. You might want to put zigzags over the top. You might want to do fast zigzags. And you might want to put zigzags over the top of those zigzags. All my zigzags at the moment go across the page, they're horizontal, so now I'm going to try some vertical ones that go in the other direction. Okay? It's up to you to think about it. Dark ones, light ones. You decide what patterns you want to make in the zigzag box. Now, in the last box at the top, we're going to do dots and dashes. Dashes are short lines that go across the page like this. And dots are just circles like this. You might have big open circles. You might have tiny circles where you just press with the side of your pencil. You might have long dashes that are dark. You might have short dashes. You might have circles and dashes as a pattern. Try out as many different ideas as you can, year one. Okay, next box. Let's try out spirals. Now spirals, I love spirals. I think they're a beautiful shape. A spiral is a curved line that starts in the middle and moves out. So I'm going to start a spiral in the middle of the page, and I'm going to slowly move out with a curved line like this. Okay, you can have different types of spirals. So you might have a spiral that's fast like this. You might have a spiral with the side of your pencil so it's very dark. You might have spirals on top of spirals linking to other spirals. You make a wave pattern with your pencil using spirals. Try it out, experiment, see what ideas you can come up with, year one. Okay, next box is for wavy lines. Now I've done some wavy lines on my work here. Wavy lines are circular lines that move a bit like the sea. So here I've got a wavy line on this sheet. And if I look here on this sheet, I've got wavy lines here. I've got wavy lines here, loopy lines, lots of waves. So here I go. I'm going to start with a wavy line that crosses over like this. I'm going to do a wavy line moving like the sea. I'm going to do a squiggly wavy line fast. It looks a little bit like a scribble, but it's not. I'm going to do some curving wavy lines like this. Keep trying out as many different ideas as you can. Now if you look at this box, all my lines are the same darkness. So I want to try and make sure I've also got some dark lines as well as light lines. Make sure all the space in the box is filled up. Okay, next box. Now this is my favourite skill. This is when we shade. And shade is when it's a bit like colouring in. But the important thing about shading is that you don't leave any gaps in between. You keep moving in one direction and you don't leave any gaps. Now the way to shade is, again, you have to move your hand up to the top of the pencil, and you want to use your pencil on the side like this. So I'm going to start by doing some light shaded lines. And I have to move slowly and carefully because I don't want to leave any gaps in my shading. I can't do right across the page like this. I have to do a little bit at a time. It takes a lot of patience. And then I think I can go even lighter this time. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm going to try some this way, getting darker this time. Make sure I don't leave any gaps. Okay, and then I'm going to try an even darker bit. Now, if I go like this, that is not good shading. I've left lots of gaps. If I go like this, that's not good shading either because I'm leaving gaps. You must always use the side of your pencil and move in one direction like that. So let me see if I can make this shading better. I'm making the lines nice and dark now. Now shading is quite difficult to do. It takes practice. You have to keep practicing. You can do it in different directions. You can do light shading. You can do dark shading. Okay? Try out shading. Oh, the other thing you might want to try is blending. Blending is when you shade and then you get your finger, just the tip of your finger, and you blend the pencil and it changes what the pencil looks like. You might also want to try some light shading and then try doing some lines on top of that, some darker lines, and make a pattern. Okay? Okay, in the last box, it's time for you to try anything you want. You can use some of the skills that you've used in the other boxes. You can look at the sheets and see if there's anything you'd like to do from those. And that you can do whatever you like. Now, I haven't tried doing any shapes, so I might do some shapes. I might do triangle shapes, squares, circles in a pattern. I might try, let me have a look at this sheet. Oh, I like the pattern here. So I might do curving line like this. And then I'm going to put shapes inside that I shade. Okay? But I want to make my pattern a little bit different to the one on the sheet. So I'm also going to add dashes at the bottom and I'm going to add dots at the top. You decide how you want to decorate your space. This time I'm going to do zigzags and shapes inside. Okay, what else might I try? Spirals are my favourite, so I'm going to try out doing different spirals on top of each other. You decide, year one, what do you want to try out? And remember to use the sheet to give you ideas. Okay? At the end, you should have a piece of work that is absolutely full. Use as many different ideas as you can. I don't want to see you just doing, oh, that's my zigzag section done, and moving on to the next section. No, fill up those spaces so that you've come up with as many different ideas as you can. And that means when you go on to draw a picture, you've got lots of different skills to use to make your picture. Okay. We'll stop there, year one. Good luck, and I hope to see your work on Firefly. Bye for now.